Welcome to Quick Hits here on That's Good Sports. I'm your football news delivery system, Brandon Perna. Now, Patriots first-round draft pick wide receiver Nkeal Harry's agent has formally asked the Patriots to deal his client. And if there's one thing Bill Belichick loves, it's being told what to do. Now I'm going to discuss that, why Nkeal Harry wants out, and who might actually trade for him right after I give you my Big Dick Patreon shoutouts. Starting with Red Ape, who wanted his Big Dick player shoutout to be for James Bernard Quigley, who turned him on to my show. So thank you, Mr. Quigley. Happy birthday, Rashana! Your boyfriend could only donate $5 because he got you Broncos tickets. $20 from Tom Brady is a system QB. Brandon Perna can eat my ass anytime. Okay. Matthew Trinidad upping to $5. I only like the Broncos because Peyton Manning played for them and I'm a Colts fan. And a $204 donation by Caleb F. Bales. More like Caleb wins. Help, I'm stuck in Pueblo, Colorado. And finally, Tom Brady himself with a massive $204 donation. Thank you guys so much for your support. Patreon.com/thatsgoodsports. That's where you can support this channel. Tomorrow, Thursday, we are doing our Patreon Zoom hangout for all $10 patrons. So that's coming in August. The $20 patrons, we will be setting up the fantasy league, so keep an eye out. All right, Patriots third-year wide receiver Nkeal Harry has officially requested a trade. Bill Belichick has called the Buccaneers to see if they'd take Nkeal Harry, Cam Newton, and Mac Jones for Tom Brady. They said no. In 2 seasons with the Patriots, Harry has accumulated just 45 receptions for 414 yards and 4 touchdowns. Not the production you want from a first-round draft pick, especially when guys like DK Metcalf, AJ Brown, and Scary Terry McLaurin were all drafted after him. The question, though, lies in whose fault is the lack of production? Is it the Patriots or is it Harry? The truth is probably a mix of both. Now, Harry's agent released this statement. As you can see, it's long-winded, so I will paraphrase. Through 2 seasons, your damn quarterbacks have thrown my client the ball just 86 times. And that sucks because my client was virtually unstoppable in college. That's a bit dramatic. And after trying to work with the Patriots behind the scenes to get him more targets, I realized that's not how the NFL works. So let me trade him to a team that might use him instead of your team with 16 tight ends on the roster so I can get paid when Harry is ready to sign his elusive second NFL contract. Now, Harry and Rex Burkhead were the only 2 players in 2020 to catch more than 1 touchdown pass for the Patriots. However, Nkeal Harry was the only receiver to average less than 10 yards per reception, and Julian Edelman in just 16 games actually had more receiving yards than Harry. I personally think Harry can play well in the right offense and an environment that isn't run by these depressing figureheads. Ugh. Harry was not good his rookie season. He had a drop percentage of 17.6, which is probably why he ended up on Brady's shit list. Somehow he fixed that with Cam Newton throwing far less catchable balls and had a drop rate of just 5.7% in 2020. Now his biggest flaw may be getting open, which is important for a receiver in the NFL, but that's according to Pro Football Focus, who just today, for no reason, decided to talk shit about Drew Lock. Just a cheap shot by Pro Football Focus, who we're supposed to take serious as an analytics company. Make up your mind, you sons of bitches. My first thought, though, was the 49ers. Then I was like, no, that's too easy. You always think a skill player should go to San Francisco because Kyle Shanahan is so good at play calling and getting creative with the offense. What the fuck? Then the Lions came to mind. They could use him. I like the Chargers in terms of a fit. Green Bay, if Rodgers stays. Hell, the Falcons make a ton of sense after losing Julio Jones. Then, well, I dug in, did my research, and the first thing that popped up was an SB Nation article about the 49ers from the 49ers site making a case for the receiver in San Francisco. So I think there's substance there. The 49ers were very high on Harry in 2019 in the draft, so a trade could make a lot of sense based on real interest from San Francisco. The 49ers could probably get him for a 5th or 6th round draft pick. Between Nkeal Harry and Brandon Ayuk, one of the Arizona State receivers has to become a monster, right? Now Ayuk had a solid rookie season, 5 tugs, 60 receptions on 748 yards, but outside of George Kittle, none of the receivers in San Francisco scare defenses. I think adding another young and cheap body makes sense for the 49ers. Knowing that, I predict the Patriots will trade Harry to the Texans, where their mole Nick Caserio is waiting to help his former team yet again. And if you thought New England was tough, Nkeal, wait till you get to Houston. Thanks for watching Quick Hits here on That's Good Sports. Nkeal Harry trade episode. Please subscribe here. And if you want to watch some more videos on my YouTube channel during the month of July when nothing is happening, that would be greatly appreciated.